I'm Dylan Thomas, Head of Product Management for Fortify. And I'm excited here today to be in Malmo, Sweden, to tell you about some exciting news and share with you some of the happenings from CyberRes. So here today with me, I have Daniel, CEO and co-founder of Debricked, and one of the newest members of our CyberRes family here. So Daniel, welcome to the family.
Thank you so much, Dylan.
Absolutely. Tell us a little about yourself and the company.
Yeah, sure thing. So, I'm the CEO of Debricked, of course, and we started out in 2015 as a research project in the University of England. And since then, we kind of commercialized our results in software competition analysis, and we, of course, then work with the licensing compliance questions for open source and security vulnerabilities, but we also have a special thing that we call open source health, where we take kind of the SCA term a little bit further, where we also look at the communities and the health of the open source that you're using in your software development.
It's a really interesting story how we actually met. I guess it's been a number of months now, but we had a big focus on DevOps and DevSecOps, and so one of the integrations that we've built to bring Fortify to developers is making it easy to use Fortify and doing AppSec in GitHub, right? So integrated through the marketplace through GitHub Actions. And I remember actually I was looking at the Fortify app action in the marketplace. And as I'm scrolling through, I just happened to see Debricked. I was like, oh, I haven't seen that before. Let's check it out, right? So one of the things that was really cool, it was really easy to use. I actually just kind of click, install, sign up. Immediately had it up on my private repo or organization, right? Ran a few repos through it. And actually, I was just impressed because it was really easy to use. Got the results really quickly. Kind of pretty slick UI and everything. So it was a really neat user experience and how quickly I could kind of understand. Hey, what was I using my repos? So to me, I was like, hey, there's something pretty neat here. Let's try to meet these guys.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you say that, Alan, because that's really the focus of Debricked. We wanna create a tool for developers so that they can handle open source in the best way possible, and it's a very active strategy that we have to have a sleek user experience, sleek UI, and make it as simple for engineers as possible to define vulnerabilities, understand them, also of course solve them in automatic ways, and using cool stuff like AI and machine learning to really fuel some of the insights we bring our customers.
Well, it's not an easy thing to do, so I think that's one of the things that really stands out, just because it's easy to throw stuff at developers, but to do it in a way that's easily consumable and helps them feel like it's part of their job and not just something like, get this out of here. I think that's really powerful.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Yes, so from my side as CEO of Debricked and of course becoming the leader for the Debricked product line, I'm really excited to bring this developer-centric and developer-focused approach to the Fortify product line and also CyberRes. And I think one thing that's most difficult as a small company is to get customers really. And then with the help of the CyberRes portfolio and kind of the maturity of the organization, the sales, and just like the recognition that Fortify and CyberRes has in the industry, I really think that's going to help us as a team with our go-to-market and really fueling our growth that otherwise would be very, very difficult for a small company that we are as Debricked.
That's one thing that makes it a really interesting match too, because at Fortify we've been a leader in AppSec for years now, for over a decade. And kind of bringing this really powerful 1-2 punch to help get you exposed to a really a great set of folks that are leading in AppSec, but actually even going beyond that. So one of the things that I've really enjoyed is as we've got to know each other and all the great folks here at Debricked is like the vision that you have for going beyond just the security aspect, right? It's more about how developers are using open source, how they're consuming it. There are all these great insights that can make it more proactive in terms of how you pick open source early in the life cycle, because if you pick the right thing, I mean, you're setting yourself up for success. You pick the wrong component, I mean, you're re-architecting and re-engineering. And that's not just a security problem, that's a software problem, right? And and that I think helps bring you guys into that bigger picture that we're doing at CyberRes around building resilience. So Fortify talk about software resilience. Well, I mean, it's more than security. And what the vision, some of the areas you're investing in are just, again, they get me really excited. So I can't wait to explore the partnership more and figure out all the great things we're going to do.
Yeah, and exactly, Dylan. And the things you mentioned about cyber resilience and kind of software resilience and then open source, one of the products that we have, our initiatives, is something that we call Open Source Select. And that is basically, imagine like a dedicated price runner or Google, but specifically for open source software, where we bring the security metrics, the, of course, copyright license questions, but especially the community aspect of open source into one sleek tool that's actually free for everyone to use and consume the data. And the idea is that the journey with open source starts with picking the right open source, just as you said. And if we do that the right way, then of course the amount of vulnerabilities and problems you will have further down the stream will be minimized, or hopefully at least there will be less of them than maybe today, where developers, you have the whitelist or blacklist, but we kind of want to bring this more open approach where you can select and search for open source in a more natural way.
Is there anything that you've seen in kind of terms of like what the team's looking at that's particularly innovative there?
Oh, a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in itself, it's a quite complicated, interesting piece of product built there, but I think it becomes even more advanced when you take also normal SCA into consideration. So the idea for us is that if you have an account with Debricked and you have our SCA going on, when you as a developer do searches in the select database and you are a part of an organization that is using the Debricked SCA tool, then the results will get filtered and refined based on your organizational policies. So if you set up rules surrounding vulnerabilities, surrounding community health, surrounding, again, licenses that you want to have or not, that means that as a developer, you don't need to ask someone, can I import this, can I not? You don't need to fill out any forms or similar. You can just search and you can get contextualized open source searches for your organization, which we really think is kind of a game changer. And especially looking to the fact that we can say all open source, but I would say most open source that matters is indexed in our database, which is also quite a feat, I would say.
Yeah. Context matters, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's been a great couple of days. I can't wait to come back. It's been as we spend more and more time together, in the days to come. But it's probably that second day when what would I call you? Yeah, the dessert pastry hamburgers, right? I mean, the things were like this big, and I don't think I had to eat for like a day and a half after that. But that was a pretty cool experience. I love traveling, and can't wait to spend more time here with y'all.
Yep.
Well, Daniel, great talking here. Great time here spending with you and the team. So really looking forward to what we have to come and sharing it with our users, our potential users, all the developers of the world. I don't know, any parting thoughts from your side?
I'm just really excited about the journey that's going to come, and hopefully we will create some new cool stuff in this industry. Yeah, and of course, if you want to try out our products, you can head off to debricked.com and you can click sign up for free trial, integrate with your favorite CI/CD such as GitHub or anything, and start using our tool.
And stay tuned for plenty more videos on how to see all the cool functionality from Debricked here on our Fortify Unplugged YouTube channel.